Hello everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about what search layouts are and how we can edit them in Salesforce. So very simply put, search layouts in Salesforce are a quick view of fields that we see whenever we search for an object record in Salesforce. What do I mean by that? Let's see a quick example, right? So I have right here, logged in my Salesforce sandbox, and I can see all these object tabs over here. Let's say I go onto the accounts tab, and so this shows me the account records in Salesforce. And by default, we land on the recently viewed list view, which is a standard list view provided to us by Salesforce. And if you've already covered list views, you may know that this particular standard set of list view is not editable. So if I try to edit this, I cannot do anything except for creating a new list view from here. So how is this controlled? What if I want to change the fields that show up whenever on the quick view for each record? This is controlled from the search layout. Right, so the recently viewed list view is controlled. The column options in this standard list view is controlled in search layouts. Another example is, so do you see the search bar over here at the top? Let's say I want to search an account, right? So I will just write, so I have an account named Burlington Textiles, I think. So, and let's say I directly click on the search option. If I click on these, this will directly open the record. I don't want to open the record. I just want to search for it because there may be more than one record with the same name or whatever reason. So I'll click on all accounts that have Burlington in their name, right? So I'm going to click on this, and so far we just have one. So it brings me account name Burlington Textiles Corp of America. And again, if you notice, it's the same list, column list, the quick view that we're seeing: account name, account site, phone, and account owner alias. And I am the owner. This is my nickname or my alias. So you see, this is also controlled in search layouts. Since this is a standard column view over here and in that recently viewed list view, we see the same column. So over here, if you remember, name, site, phone, and owner alias. If I go back to the accounts tab, these are the same columns that I'm going to see. Now, what if I want to edit this? Simply, I'm going to click on the gear icon over here, and I'm going to click setup. I'm going to click Object Manager. These are just Salesforce pop-ups for new features and everything. For now, we can just ignore it. I'm going to search for, let's say I want to do it for account. So I have the account object right here. I'm going to click on this. Now on my left panel, I'm going to find search layouts right here. I'm going to click on it. So over here, I can see a lot of options. So a search layout is controlled by profile. What do I mean by that? What I mean is that each profile can have a different search layout. So a profile, so you're going to learn this in the upcoming modules, maybe it's data security. So each user has their own profile. For example, if you're a system admin, your profile will be system administrator. If you are a simple sales user, your profile is going to be sales user. So if you scroll down over here, you can see that see their standard user, their different partner users and whatnot. And we can see system administrator. Right now, let's assume I just want to change the search layout for myself, the system administrator. I'll simply click on this and I'll click edit. And over here I can see So the selected fields are account name, site, phone, and owner alias. So these are the ones that we saw in our list view and our search view. Let's say I want to add account type, and I also want to add industry, and I can add, let's say I also want to add last modified by, and I want to remove account owner alias. I'll remove it by clicking on this. You can add by clicking on add and remove by clicking on remove, and then you can reorder them using these two buttons. Let's say I want industry to show up number second, right? I'm gonna hit save. Now if I go back and over here, if I were now to refresh the list view, we'll be able to see that the list view changes, right? So this is our standard recently viewed list view, which is controlled by search layouts at the back end. So whenever I change the search layout, it's going to reflect over here as well. And this change is only going to reflect for me, for my profile. If some other user logs in with a different profile, they will not be able to see this change. They will still see that same old column view that we previously did. Now let's say I want to search again. I'm going to search for Burlington accounts again, and let's click on this. And as you can see, the columns over here have also been updated. So that's how search layouts work. Now, if I were to go back over here, this is my setup. Rather than changing it for only myself or only my user, I can change it for everyone. And how do I do that? By clicking on default layout, clicking on this drop down and clicking edit. And over here, I have all the options. So I can change it to, I can add type, I can remove account owner alias, and I can add whichever fields I want. Let's say I want to add employees as well, and website as well. And then I have an option again. So for example, right now, I chose a different search layout for system administrator just previously. And now I'm editing the default search layout, which is for everyone. This option over here, if I mark this as true, it will override everyone else's personalized changes. For example, the admin system admin search layout that I just changed, this checkbox will override it and it will implement these fields for every single user in our Salesforce instance. I hope that makes sense. And then you hit save. That's all. And so you can change the default layout. This will affect the layout for everyone in Salesforce, every user in Salesforce. This will make reflect the changes for all users. And if you just want to change the search layouts for one or two particular people, you can do that by going into their profile and then editing it from over there. Mostly, you will be working by changing the default search layout directly. So just a quick recap, you go into setup, then you come back to object manager, you search for your object, and in your object, you find search layouts in your left panel. And over there, you can change the search layouts. This will impact your recently viewed list view fields and your search view fields whenever you search for something in the top search bar, and the columns that you see in that search result will also be reflected or impacted by this change. This will be all. Thank you.